Hi, I'm Tyler with Management One Property Management, and in this video I really wanted to share with you a couple key points I actually took some notes of to share with you in terms of how to keep and maintain a great relationship with your renters. Now obviously if you have a property manager or are in the process or have the intention of hiring a property management company, you still want to ask some of these questions, quite frankly, to them to see if they do it. If you are planning on managing your property on your own, then obviously these tips will be for you as well. So to jump right into it, first and foremost, a great renter, not just a quality renter, but a great renter is one of, if not the most important goal for you and your rental property. Okay, so number one, to start things off, you want to keep the property as clean as possible. This is in terms of keeping it spick and span before showing it to possible renters. Then once you get an actual renter qualified, do another wipe down right before they move in. You want to start this off on the right track or on the right foot, okay? Now, another thing, obviously vacuuming, wiping down the counters, even things such as like mopping, not just sweeping, and cleaning window seals, inside ovens, inside refrigerators if you're keeping that there. That stuff matters when potential renters are looking at properties to rent, and you want to, again, start things off on the right foot. Now what I also wrote down here, the second thing is communication is huge and it is key in any relationship. So you want to know, or let them know I should say, things up front. So for example, one of the most important things you want to do is to be able to communicate with your renter. And not only that, you want them to communicate with you, so you know that obviously they're open to that communication. Things such as, even from the start, what their status is on their application when they're looking to rent the home from you, okay? You want to keep them up to date. Are there any other applicants on the property? What else do you need from them in order to push their application through to ensure that they can maybe get the property from you over another potential renter? Things of that nature and things as simple as that. Also, you want to mention what exactly is in their lease agreement with you, and you want to spell that out for them. Now, they might have other questions or whatever the case is. You want to walk them through this so they understand fully, and the expectations from you and on their part, quite frankly, is known from the get-go. Now, thirdly is in terms of the whole maintenance aspect, right? Now, how do you resolve these problems quick, fast, and efficient and professionally? Number one on that subject is, you probably know this, but maintenance is a huge component in keeping the renter in your property. And if it's a qualified great renter, it's even more detrimental if you don't have that maintenance figured out. Now, the number one enemy is, as I've said before in other videos, vacancy in owning a rental property. And by handling the maintenance professionally in a timely manner and everything that entails, is going to more than likely keep that renter in your property year over year over year, instead of having a new renter maybe every 1 to 2 years. Now they're staying in your property 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, whatever that looks like. Your retention and retainment of that renter is going to be much higher by doing the maintenance aspects. So these are things. Also, you're ensuring the leasing paperwork outlines how the maintenance is going to be handled and how those issues will be resolved. So whether they call you, to get the maintenance things resolved with vendors of yours, or if you put them in direct contact with the list of vendors that you already have, if you've been doing this for some time on your own, whatever that looks like, you want that to be in their lease agreement so they know, again, all of that up front. And then the last thing is, you do not, and I repeat, do not hesitate to fix repairs, whether they are minor or major or whatever the case is. You want to fix and have those issues repaired or replaced as soon as possible. not only to, again, keep that renter hopefully for 3, 5, 10 years in your property instead of the average 1 to 2, more importantly, what we've experienced is that minor repairs over time obviously become bigger issues. So you want to take care of those at the forefront right away as soon as possible. Another few things is, and it might sound simple, but you want to keep your word. So you want to keep your word, and if you tell the renter something and you give them a deadline on when you're going to have that to them or have it done by, you want to keep your word. It's as simple as that. Because what does that do? They know that you're going to be honest, trustworthy, transparent, and communicative with them throughout their entire renting process from you. And that's one heck of a golden star, so to speak, that you want on your side. Two more things. One of them is being transparent, as I just mentioned. You really want to be clear and concise on all the costs associated, any other fees on top of the lease, whatever that looks like. Again, transparency kind of goes directly with communication. Those are key, very key. And then the last thing is you want to leave a welcome home gift. So whether that's writing a simple note, leaving some chocolates on in the property the day that they move in, flowers, balloons, whatever that looks like, you want to make them feel not just as a renter, you want them to feel as a resident, as we call them here at Management One. And you want them to make it feel like even though they're renting the house from you, it is now their home since they're living in it. So going the extra mile on those little things, such as the gifts, communication, transparency, all of that combined will really help you retain those quality renters in your property and have less and less vacancy. So if you have any other questions, please contact us, Tyler with Management One. I appreciate your time and thanks for watching this video. We'll talk to you soon.